All right, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahweh Shai, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahweh Shai, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahweh Shai, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahweh Shai. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and honors and salutations to you, Akim, out there that sincerely laboring his truth without wavering. And this lesson is almost going to be like a continuation of the lesson, but we'll call it, again, there's absolutely no freedom. Some to the effect of that. Once we upload it, we'll put the actual title in it. But yeah, came across some more information. Plus, it was more in this article. There's more scriptures that in the spirit I wanted to go through. So, I got the opportunity to go into it even more. And this is important because the scriptures speak about knowing the time. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be aware of what's going on. A lot of people are lost, walking around asleep. They think that this is what it is, and you just got to go along with this wicked ass government. All right. Look, at the end of the day, like it tells us in Deuteronomy 28th chapter, verse 68, which is the truth. And that's why even that book gets controversial. There's a lot of controversies about that because why? That's one of the main proofs of who we are. You know what I'm saying? That we're the real Israelites. But it said that no man shall save us. So here we know that we can't save ourselves. We need divine help from Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. That's the only way we're gonna be delivered. But now I'm just reading back on in this article, Blacklisted News. It said, for those who have been paying attention, there's a curious pattern emerging. The government appears reasonably tolerant of those who want to exercise their First Amendment rights in a manner that doesn't challenge the police state's hold on power. For example, by praying on a football field or in an execution chamber. On the other hand, dare to disagree with the government about its war crimes, right, which America is guilty of that, right? And the scriptures tell you about that. That's why in Isaiah the 14th chapter, and seeing what's going on, and again, this all goes back to prophecy. Isaiah the 14th chapter tells you how the other nations, basically they're being resurrected and raised up because at one time, America was just bullying everybody. So now you got other nations standing up. And then in, Joel, the third chapter, matter of fact, hold on. This is how it starts, right? But we're gonna get Joel, the third chapter. All right, get straight to the point. Which, I mean, this is going into the last day. All right, I'll start the fifth verse. Joel 3 and 5. It says, because you have taken my silver and my gold and have carried it into your temples, my goodly, pleasant things. All right. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have you sold unto the Grecians, which, these are talking about the actual Greeks, Alexander the Great and Alexander the so-called Great. All right. And those other Greeks, which are today known as Esau, well, that always been known as Esau, should I say. But today they call themselves, Americans or white, right? White people, right? They call themselves these different names. But it says, because you have taken my silver and have carried into your temples my goodly, pleasant things, the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have you sold into the Grecians, that you might remove them far from their border. And that's what they did, all right? And I was watching this one movie with Apostle Rakah that I didn't even know they did. It was like a movie on Denmark Vesey, his rebellion. I mean, it's a little, it's kind of a little watered down, but it's heavy. But it shows the point, just like the rest of those other different slavery movies like Roots and everything. Mandingo, Drum, they're going to slavery, showing you how they brought us over here in the slave ships. All right, which really they gathered, in this day and age, going back to, after the 1400s when they started coming back into power, conquering. When you go into the history, they start leading a lot of us into, basically rounding us up and dragging us on the slave ships. So this actually happened. And our border really was Jerusalem, all right, which, that goes into another topic. But it says, behold, I will raise them out of the place whither you have sold them. Where's that place at? That place is talking about here in America. So America has always been a prison camp. All right, you had Alex Jones. He used to speak about that, things of that nature, which, I believe that he's an insider, but nonetheless, he was on point with that. America is one great big prison camp. They had the slogan, because they used to say America's the home of the free, land of the free, home of the brave. But really they said it's the land of the deceived and home of the slave, because that's all that's really happening, man. It's just high-tech slavery on a higher level, in a more demonic, wicked, and cruel level with the games that they're playing right now. And and all this information that's coming out is just backing up what we've been telling you about this devil, how he doesn't care about who he offends, he doesn't care. So it says, behold, I will raise them out of the place whither you have sold them. So that place is here in America, because this is where we were sold as handmaids and hand servants, right? We were sold as slaves here. It says, and I will return your recompense upon your head. What's that talking about? It's talking about payback. Because even though we're speaking about all the doom to come and destruction and everything is definitely coming, but that's not where it stops. No, it gets better and better for us. See, we know what's coming for us, but for you, especially starting with the elites and the rest of you Edomites and you other nations, man, it's curtains for you, man. It just gets worse and worse, man. And a lot of them know it, so that's why in the spirit you see them trying to buck up and trying to send people to detract what we're saying, or they sit there and try to censor the videos, so forth and so on. But next, what this devil's going to do eventually, like it says in 2 Ezra, the 16th chapter, they're going to get to the point where they're just going to start actually rolling in certain people's houses, running them out of their houses, gathering them up, more curfews, more concentration camps. All these things are still coming, all right? These things are still coming. So it says, and I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people far off, for the Lord has spoken it. And basically, go to Revelations 13 and 9. And that's a scripture that they don't like to speak about or talk about in these churches and everything, because why? It speaks about the Most High's recompense, man. It says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Herein is the faith and the patience of the saints, right? So it says, proclaim ye this among the nations. Let's talk about the actual nations. When you see Gentiles, you got to understand, when it's speaking about the actual other nations, or if it's talking about the Israelites that's in a Gentile state of mind. So it says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. So that's why we understand what's happening on with Russia, Ukraine, over there in Syria, with North Korea. Right now they're launching all kind of missiles, testing all type of hypersonic missiles. We understand what's going on. That's prophecy, baby. Prophecy. All right, that's all that is. It's nothing but prophecy. And that's beautiful, because why? It's going to lead to our destruction. Because listen, man, to keep it, just to be real, this fucking devil has to be stopped, man. All right, this devil has to be stopped, man. And even the Lord said that. He said in Matthew, I believe it's the 24th chapter, that if that day, he said, if that day is not cut short, no flesh shall be saved. All right, before the elect's sake, pardon me, those days shall be shortened. All right, so that's what's going down, man. So pardon, tripping up. I got a temporary crown. Two of them, they, laboring through that. But anyway, so the Lord is going to come quick, man. Because why? This devil is on a rampage through the poisoning that's occurring, and all the different poisonings and outbreaks, and all the different wars that they got waged against us. The Lord has to shorten the time, man. You see? But this is what it says. It's going to be a war. That's why this is happening. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. See? let the weak say I'm strong. The weak is, right there is dealing with what? The other nations that at one time they were weak and they didn't have no say-so. One time Russia had to fall back. Iran, Iraq, a lot of these nations had to fall back, especially after Hiroshima and Nagasaki when the United States dropped them atomic bombs. All right? So now what the Lord is doing through prophecy, he's gathering the nations and waking them back up. So we're living in some great times. Hey, how you doing, bud? All right, so it says, reading on, it says, assemble yourselves and come, all you heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither, cause thy mighty ones to come down. Yeah, because the Lord got the angels orchestrating everything. Just like, I don't know if you brothers seen that, you know, some tornadoes last week was ripping through parts of Kansas, parts of Texas and everything. And there was one clip that Elder Bishop Ayathan showed me, and you could see it, like the way the tornado was moving. He's like, oh, it looked like a spirit, like an angel, you know. So the Lord got his angels placed, you know, for the destruction. Like even when you read in Joel, the 2nd chapter, how you think that the missiles, see all these missiles that Esau got, which yeah, they added certain scanners and whatever, you know, technology, so they're supposed to be more accurate. But they're going to be totally accurate because of the Spirit of the Lord. He's going to put the Spirit on the angels to guide each missile to where they have to go. So this is what's coming ultimately for America, man. All right? I mean, but there's certain things that, of course, are going to come to pass, but it's not too much more. The only, really, was one of the major prophecies left is them, what? Implementing the Charagma, start putting people in the concentration camps, right? Rolling up on people, forcing, you know what I'm saying? So, and we see that that's what's happening right now. So it's not like there's a whole lot of stuff that we got to wait for it to happen. No, these things are happening, you see? So it says, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. And that's over there in that area, which the valley of Jehoshaphat, meaning Yahweh Shaphat, meaning the judgment of the Most High, the Most High's judgment. And he said, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. All right? It says, put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. So again, this devil has to be stopped. The Lord said their wickedness is great. Look at what they're doing. All right? They don't give a damn if you're old, young, babies. They're attacking everybody, man. With you know what, you know, and then some. And then it was an article I read today. These devils in the scriptures say their sins have reached to the heavens. And literally, man, is what they're doing. And we know they've been having space junk up. Because Esau's got his satellites in the heavens, all right? And he got a space program, Space Station X, Star Wars program and everything. So now what they said he was doing, whether it was talk or not, but they sketched a picture of a naked man and a naked woman. They were going to try to send the picture into outer space, talking about they're going to try to attract the aliens to come visit and some bullshit or whatever. But come on, that's foul. First of all, they know that, you know, you ain't supposed to. They know that the Most High, you know, the heavens is the Lord. So when they sending that out there, that's them making mockery and basically trying to spite the Most High. You know, by sending some naked-looking Edomite woman, saying, waving high, you know? You ain't supposed to appear before the Lord with your nakedness, man. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, let me get back to the article. So again, it says, now this is back in the Blacklisted News article. It says, on the other hand, dare to disagree with the government about its war crimes, right? Which they've been doing. And they sit there and point the blame and make other people look like they're, you know, like they're the bad guys, right? America has a great history of doing that. Even when you watch that movie I was talking about that me and Apostle Kai was checking out, about Denmark Vesey. You know, here it is, they was doing all kind of wickedness. And then when they finally, you know, captured, because it's always that one house nigga, Uncle Tomahawk Indian, Latin snake, that always go back and tell Massa, you know, Esau, oh, they planning on doing a rebellion. They planning on an uprising. they tired of being a slave for you. So, so Esau, but which it was prophecy, because again, back to Deuteronomy 28 and 68, the Lord said that no man shall save you. So even though they're looking at all these like Nat Turner's, Toussaint L'Ouverture, Denmark VC, and it was a slew of other, it's all kind of different uprisings going on back in the 1700s, 1800s into the 1900s. There's all kind of different ones, and that's why Esau was terrified, but they were able to put down the rebellions, because why? The Lord said no man shall save you. All right, the Lord said that we was going to go through these conditions and we had to suffer. All right, even the Apostle Paul wrote in Thessalonians that day should not come except to come fall on the way first. So we had to fall. All right, that was the punishment. We had to drink of the cup. We still drinking in that cup, man. But even in that movie, they were sitting there, Esau, it was like after they captured the slaves, because they thought they had some of the slaves were. They said, "Oh man, I love this dude. I thought he said I just got to be a better master. I gotta help them from themselves." Like they don't know that they really should want to be serving me for the rest of their life. This is as good as it get, boy. You should never ever want to look at me and come up against me. You should just take, just like with the government. Look, man, just take this, man. Just look. Doesn't get no better than this, And that's why they make statements like, better than God or better than the Creator. Like as trying to say the Most High is played out or something. That's why these devils, boy, they gonna get it, man. They're gonna see this whole thing backfire on them, man. All right? So it says, well, now, wait, hold on. Let me go to this other documentary, and then we're gonna hit some scriptures, some more scriptures. So now this is in the New York Post. It says, and this just goes to show you, because this is how they started, and people basically allowed them to take away their whatever so-called rights. And like we read before, there's a difference between rights and privileges, because technically you never really had no real rights. You know what I'm saying? All you had was certain privileges, you see? So it says CDC bought cell phone data to track vaccinate lockdowns, right? So it said the Center of Disease Control and Prevention used location data from tens of millions of Americans' phones to track compliance with lockdown orders. So right there, that tell you that you don't have no privacy whatsoever. There's nothing private, nothing sacred. But the thing is that they could sit there and track you down and use the technology to keep tabs on you. But when it comes to, the elite or their puppets that they got in power, they track them too. But they have the information, like you got Creepy Sleepy Joe. They got him, butt naked whipping some chick, and Lord knows what else he was doing. They got it, but they're not gonna say nothing to him. But they're gonna track you, because it's showing you that this is how would you say it? This was a part of an agenda, and it was definitely, I want to say, cunningly devised against our people. This was a strategic attack that they did upon our people, because now it's to the point where, even right now, I'm doing this video on a cell phone, so everybody depends on their cell phone, they depend on their computer, they depend on technology, right? So that's why they monopolize everything, just like with the banking business. You know what I'm saying? Everybody depends on these loans and credit, which ultimately comes from these banks. So what they do is what? They centralize the banks, and they buy out other banks and everything, and they just take over. Just like same thing as a Walmart or Home Depot. How they got rid of the mom and pop stores, all the sovereign or the sovereign owner, all those businesses, they wiped out all of them. So the same thing with your rights, with your freedom, with your life. All right, they get you to depend upon certain things, and then they just take total control over it, and they can control the Wi-Fi signals, and still they can use your phone, weaponize your phone against you, have you record you while the phone is off, then manipulate and change up your audio. They can do all of that stuff, man. So again, people that are sitting there thinking like, oh, this is a free country. Nah, not really. It's a country that gives you privileges. Privileges can be taken. And they are being slow, not even slowly, they gradually taking a lot of these privileges away, man. So again, it says they use tens of millions, and that's tens of millions, and it's probably more than that. And that's just over here in this country. It said tens of American phones to track compliance with the lockdown orders and efforts. You know, it says according to newly revealed documents, and this is old, all right. But we've been telling you that this is the thing that they've been doing, man. CDC specifically monitored Americans' visits to churches. Wait a minute, you going to church? I guess you're supposed to be able to go and worship, and showing you that, first of all, you're not free, and then furthermore, the Most High's not in those churches anyway, but you're supposed to be able to, you know, you just going there doing something harmful, just going to church, you want to serve God or whatever, and they up there tracking you, you know, they can tell where you've been, or you was at church, you know, and then also too, because they know there's going to be a resistance, you know, when this thing comes, you know, just like going back to different slave revolts, just like, what's the movie with Roddy Piper? They Live, you know, they know that there's always people, you know, some people that have common sense, and in this case, especially the prophets. See, but we're of a different breed. Okay, the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai, the spirit of the Most High is dealing with us, man. So, you know, at the end of the day, they can't touch us, even though they gonna try to touch us and try to do things, and certain things they are gonna do. But overall, they can't stop what we're doing, because what we're doing is coming from the Most High, Yahweh Shemel Shai. So, you know, it's not gonna be like those other movies where they, you know, like I said, the Denmark VC movie, where they locked them up, hung them, and all that stuff. They're not gonna be able to do that this time. I mean, though some brothers are gonna get locked up and go through it, but this is the time the Lord said He's gonna raise up the tabernacle of David that have fallen, which is what? His holy prophets. So now we're in the time where the Lord is raising up His men. So through all these things that are happening, you know, the Most High's elect, and His truth is spreading like wildfire. The word is getting out. The word is getting out to those who need to get out to the elect of Israel, and it's a beautiful thing. And in this time, this is the time. All right, the Most High it's not gonna go another 100, 200, 300 years. No, the Most High is tired. Like I said, you got this devil sending butt-naked pictures, drawings of pictures up in space trying to entice the angels, man. You know, it's just, this devil's just getting followed by the day, man. You see? But anyway, they monitor Americans' visits to church, schools, as well as detailed accounts to visits to participate in pharmacies, all right, for the, you know what, monitoring. So they just going into showing you how they've been tracking everybody all along through their phones, all right, through your TVs, through your cable boxes. It said the CDC also reportedly tracked people's movement during curfews and visits between neighbors. See, and that's coming back. See, a lot of people fell asleep, like people forgot just from a couple years how things were. A controversial data broker called SafeGraph initially provided the data to the CDC for free during the outbreak, right? Which this is what the documents show. It says, so that's that right there. I don't want to get too much into that because, you know, hey, we in those times. So, which brothers already know about this information, but this is just to bring it out to those that may not know, and just to further prove the fact that there's no freedom here, you know. And at any given moment, the privileges and rights you got, they will take them from you. So now let's go to what was that? Isaiah 24. Just gonna hit a few scriptures and wrap it up. Isaiah 24. I started 24 and 3. It said the land shall be utterly emptied. What land is it speaking about? It's the same land where we were sold as slaves. All this wickedness and oppression is going on. All right, the land of our captivity, which is here, right here in America. It says the land shall be utterly emptied and utterly spoiled, for the Lord has spoken this word. All right, Yahweh Shemel Shai is going to make sure that America is destroyed, wiped off the face of the earth. And how is He going to do that? With them same nuclear missiles you see him playing with. All right. It says, The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. Yeah, they're proud, because everybody's fucking proud. I mean, especially, the number one person of pride, all right, is Esau, of course, but you got a lot of people, and especially these fucking wicked ass fucking bitches, man. These hoes, and they think that they're winning. They ain't learned nothing from the shit that just happened, that transpired from the lockdowns, all the people that died. And there's more people that's gonna fucking die, and they need to die. And the scriptures say that all the proud, right? What's that, in Malachi 4? So they should be stubble. So yeah, this is the time that the Lord is speaking about. All right? So the earth also is defiled. Yeah, this place is polluted, man. It's polluted. Y'all all kind of foulness around here, man. And they shoving it down your throat, and they making you accept it. That nasty agenda, the feminization, you got men acting like women, women acting like men. It says because they have transgressed the laws. See, and they got laws in place that allow them to do these things, because why? Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So these devils are doing the most because it's in their power. It's in the power of their hand to do these things. But this thing is going to stop, man. All the games is going to stop, man. You got other wicked ass Israelite groups out there that really don't care about the word of the Lord. That shit's going to stop, man. Who's out there lying? These false prophets amongst Israel. Yahweh Shem Shai is going to cut them down, just like the grass, man. All right? All these false prophets out there sitting there talking about the Charagma ain't the Charagma. The name of the Most High ain't important. We're not to worship Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai didn't do no miracles. These people, the Most High, really, they're smoking the Most High's nose, man. And that's why the Lord said in that day, shall his servants be made known, see? And so, I mean, hey, let them keep coming with that reprobate teaching, reprobate bullshit. That just makes the real men of the Lord stand out even more at the end of the day. But the Most High is going to stop them, man. Like the scripture speaking, whose mouths must be stopped. A lot of these guys, they're all full of themselves, man. They got people bowing down, worshiping them as if they're Yahweh Shai. Hey, that's that pride, man. But anyway, it says, because they have transgressed the laws, talking about Esau, the damn devil. It says they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance. See, they changed the order of things. See, now, at one time, you remember they was making commercials talking about beware the faggot. Now they got all these different laws and everything just justifying them, and pretty much they pushing and promoting it. All right, so really, if you're not of that lifestyle, they look at you like you're wicked or something's wrong with you. Everywhere you turn, every TV commercial or whatever, you can't even watch a boxing event, a football game, basketball game, or a TV show without them trying to shove down some awkward, foul-ass commercial, pushing and promoting it, whether it's as a joke, as seriousness. This place has to go, man. This place has to go. All right? It's nothing but a prison camp and a torture chamber for the righteous men of the Lord, man, especially. And for all of our people, man. And that's the thing with Jake. That's what Jake is so silly. Jake act like as if they're so, like they got it so good. Just like Jake was tripping like back then, thinking that they had it better in Egypt, And this is modern day Egypt as well. But this place got to go, man. And the Lord is going to get rid of this place. It says, therefore, they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Right? Let's see. We'll get one more scripture and then I'm going to wrap it up. It gets the book of Psalms 10:1. It says, why standest thou afar off, O Lord? Why hidest thou thyself in the times of trouble? Because why? It seems that way. We know that the Most High, the Most High is here, man. As a matter of fact, with all this wickedness, I'm going to come right back to there. Let me go to Nahum real quick, which this is always one of my favorite scriptures, the book of Nahum, all right, the first chapter. It said the Most High is jealous, and the Lord revengeth. So we are going to get paid back. We're not going to keep getting shitted on and, fucked over by the system. And it said the Lord revenges. The Most High is going to revenge for us. We've been telling devils at for the longest, man. We telling them that, you know, all the way to the end. That's what the Lord said. So the Lord revengeth and is furious. The Lord will take vengeance. And right now, like I said, the Most High is angry, and he's angry with these wicked ass niggas, man. You know, here it is. You got guys calling themselves Israelites, but they basically of the world. All right, when the Lord said, love not the world, they over here making deals with Esau. All right, they sitting up there, they got that Queen of Heaven spirit on them. And the Most High is gonna kill all you niggas that's into that Queen of Heaven worship. All right, because the Most High did not create these hoes to be worshipped or put on any type of pedestal, man. Now these women, the Israelite women, they do have their place. They have their purpose. You know, their purpose is under the man, the Israelite man. All right, a helpmate, help me. And see, in the kingdom of heaven, you ain't gonna have all this question. Yeah, but what about what about a woman? What about her feelings? What about her place? They all gonna understand. They gonna fall right in order, man. You know. So hey, if you don't want to fall in order now, after you die, you're gonna come back in order. All right, but you're gonna go through that pain. You're gonna go through it. All right, but it said the Most High is jealous, and the Lord revengeth. The Lord revengeth and is furious. The Lord will take vengeance on his adversaries, and he reserveth wrath for his enemies. And the number one enemy is Esau, man, this damn devil. That's why when Yahawashi come back, he gonna knock him, he gonna have those crowns on his head, because why? He gonna smoke these devils, man. The scripture say he gonna beat them into powder, man. All right? He gonna turn them into powder. And as big and bad as the United States Army, Navy, Marine, they ain't gonna do jack shit when Yahawashi come, man. Hell, the scriptures tell you that the Most High is gonna have to put it in them to actually try to fight. You know what I'm saying? So they not gonna do nothing, man. Yahawashi gonna run all over them, man. All right? He gonna beat the brakes off these devils, man. And he's gonna destroy, and he's gonna take back the power. See? And the Lord is gonna raise up his men, all right, the elect. And that's why I go into Daniel 7. Matter of fact, Daniel's chapter 7. Let's see. Try to go straight to the point. Daniel 7 and 18. It says, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom. See? So that's what the Lord said. That's how we gonna do this thing. But we ain't gonna be sitting there marching, protesting. The Lord ain't never tell us to go out there with pickets and protest. He said, wait for him. Why? He said, wait ye for me till I rise up to the prey. Because we don't need power from on high to deal with this devil. You see what I'm saying? So it said, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. So there ain't gonna be no more uprising of these damn devils. The South shall rise again. Nah, that ain't gonna happen, man. Okay? But the Most High is gonna put that spirit on us. But we gotta wait and be patient and just suffer, which means suffer these things that we have to suffer, the things that are coming. The time of Jacob's trouble, the hour of thy temptation. Be faithful unto the end. And if it's for you to die, you see, that was the one bad thing that with the Demar VC, but you know that all those different rebellions, those were all the prophets probably back then, the men of the Lord, Toussaint L'Ouverture and all them guys. You know that they had to be the men of the Lord, but they said, look, we're gonna take an oath. Basically, they said, look, if we get caught, then we're gonna take an oath. We ain't saying shit, even into the death. All right, we're gonna die like men. He had a curse because one dude kind of folded at the last minute. Kind of, right when they was walking him to get lynched, to get hung, right? Basically it was Antonio Vargas. He played the so-called spiritual guide of the group. But at the last minute, he fell. Oh no, God! So he checked him. Said, "Look, man, get up and stand up, man. Just like we stood up to him like men. We're gonna show him how to die like a man. So the scripture says, strive for the truth unto death. So I'm just saying, if you got to have your mentality there. You can't, because see, a lot of people, when that pressure get put on them, and that's what Esau's a master of that. He knows, pressure bust pipes. Look at the first 48. They have niggas out there telling everything, shit that Esau didn't even want to know. Like, oh shit, oh okay, solving 10 different crimes. They was only asking you about one. You see, so you got to stay in that spirit and trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And even if it's for us to die, we gonna go back to the spirit world, man. And then we're going to come right back down with the rest of the saints who passed on. Your works is going to follow you if you hold on. Okay, if you don't deny the Father, you know. But we jump down to 25. It said, and he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, which that's happened, right? He is there speaking about this devil Esau, and like again, you see what they're doing. They basically trying to say the Most High don't exist. And then they sitting there saying that they ready for the Lord. They setting up all these different rockets and lasers and everything like that. You know, basically they're telling you that they're God. Basically, they're saying that they're your God. You got to follow them. You know, that's what they're really telling you. You know, they're forcing people to, take foreign shit into their body that they're not supposed to. You see? So it said, he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change the times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until a time and the times and dividing of the times. Yeah, and that's what they did. We was reading about different laws that they changed. All right, basically they talking about this abortion shit, which is all BS or whatever the case is. All right, but that's a big thing that they putting on it. That's just one example. They got laws again for people to get their private parts cut off and turned into the opposite sex and all that. These are all wickedness, man. And this is this devil changing these laws. But now let's get back to Nahum. Verse 3. It said, the Lord is slow to anger and great in power, see? And will not at all acquit the wicked, see? So there's no way that this devil's going to be acquitted, man. The Lord said we would in no way acquit the wicked, meaning, or not at all acquit the wicked. All right, the wicked is who? Esau, the so-called white man. So all this wickedness that he's doing now, poisoning, in the hell with the other nations. I'm talking about the Israelites, the real Israelites. All right, all this hell that he's put upon our people, the Most High is going to hold him accountable. So, there's no way that Esau can continue. But it says, the Lord hath his way in the whirlwind and in the storm and the clouds of the dust of his feet. Yeah, it's speaking about the destruction that the Lord brings, all right? So now, I'm gonna read Psalms 9 and 2, and then I'm gonna end it right there. It says, the wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. See, that says it right there, because with this new world order and this order of chaos, where they say expect no mercy, they're coming down hardcore. Hardcore. And they don't even, and it's to the point, they don't even care. It's beyond just so-called racial. I mean, the main objective, the main target are the Israelites. And then within the Israelites, so there's different levels, always in everything. And the main target amongst the Israelites are the prophets. That's why they keep targeting us, setting up these, bogus camps. Clearly, a lot of these guys are straight up agents. And you can see right through, like, nah, these people, come on. They set up, all right? That's why they targeting the prophets, the men of the Lord. But also, they even targeting, they don't even care about their own, the regular average cracker that you might see, regular Edomite that you see, day to day, or, the blue collar work. They don't even care about them, all right? But it said the wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. For the wicked boasts of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous, whom the Lord abhorreth. The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all his thoughts. You see? His ways are always grievous. Yeah, with this illusion of freedom. That's grievous too, because that's how they trick a lot of people. Like, well, you can't say this, and if you was over there in Iraq, you'd have been hung. First of all, baby, I wouldn't have to say the things, all right? Some of them countries you speak about, they don't allow that nastiness, man, okay? That's why a lot of them freaks have to flee their country and come over here to America, where they come out here and get buck wild. They go buck wild over here. You see what I'm saying? So this is a vexation of the spirit, man. All the shit that we see here, man, this is a vexation of the spirit. These hoes, these bitches, they proud and that fucking whorish spirit, whorish attitude. You know, bitches thinking that they, you know, the top, the queen of the damn with them damn cumbrellas on their eyes. Bitches get cumbrellas on their eyes, and now they really think that they fucking the superstar or something. Man, all that shit gotta go, man. Then these little fucking monsters, man. You know, these GMO babies, man. You gotta endure these little wicked ass niggas, and they're worse than the older niggas, man. See, then you got them old simple ass niggas, you know. So this place gotta go, man. It said his ways are always grievous, and then on top of that, here it is. You know, you gotta go through hell and hot water just to make ends meet. You gotta work, you know, so many hours and kill yourself or you break down, you know. And that's why most time when Jake get to the age of retirement, they never live to enjoy it most times, man. Because work that they did broke their body down so much, and Esau knows that. So what they do is after you die, they snatch that retirement money up. Although they've been fucking around with it anyway with the I can't think of what they call it, not workman's comp. Damn, it slipped my mind. But they take it out of your check, and supposedly by the time you reach a certain age, it builds up, and it's supposed to build up interest. You know, but it's nothing there. Because they be, you know, they got, man, they be robbing Jake crazy, man. They'll be having Jake sitting there with, you know, here it is. Jake might get a check. Say he might make $3,000 in 2 weeks, right? By the time all the shit that they take out of it, you only bring home $1,200 if you're lucky. But yeah, you played into your annuity, your life insurance, your 401k, your health care, all shit that you never gonna even fucking see. Because then if you go to take money back from it, say, okay, I need some money out of my 401k. Well, you know, if you take, you know, $5,000, we gotta penalize you $3,000. So that's $8,000. So this devil, his whole system is a snare. Okay, it's just a trap. So it says his ways are always grievous, thy judgments are far above out of his sight. This devil is not gonna deal righteously with you, man. So when you get, you know, I mean, hey, it hurts. But just pray to Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, the scripture say give him no rest until he make Jerusalem a praise on his earth, man. We gotta get the hell up out of here, man. This place is fucking wicked as all hell. I mean, you know, the Lord prayed for us. Always remember that, John the 17th chapter, and we're doing the best. You know, we gotta endure. That's part of the condition of the battle. But at the end of the day, man, brothers need to get we want to get the fuck up out of here, man. I want to get the fuck up out of here, you know. But anyway, with that, I'm gonna end it there. And I pray that, you know, it's edifying. I hope that the sound was all right. Like I said, it's a little windy or whatever, but Lord willing, brothers were able to hear it, and hopefully brothers are edified and comforted. But we gonna be out of here soon, man. So with that, we say, Kah Halal, Yahweh Shem Shai, Ba'ashem Rakak Badash, Yahweh Shem Shai, Barakathum to all you sincere argument is truth. Shalom.